I have been trying out different sewing machine feet on my 1937 1588 to find which one works the best for quilting and for sewing heavy seams. Now, I'm at the point where I'm now trying a Low-Shank adapter for snap-on feet, and you can see the foot I have on there now is a general purpose foot, and this is a generic set of adapter and feet that I had picked up for a spare machine that I had at one point, and I got them out yesterday and I figured, well, let me try this. Now, this is a modern attachment, really, the Low-Shank adapter that I was using on a machine from the 70s, and because this machine is from 1937, I wasn't sure if it would really fit well, but it does, and I've done a few test rows, and you can see here that my seams are crooked on this side, but they match the other side, which is the sweater side, and that's the choice you have to make. And I did a few quilt rows with the sweater side up, and now what I'm doing, I didn't have a problem with the foot at all. I was able to easily have the fabric go under the foot. This is just 2 layers though, and what I'm headed for is sewing through 4 layers. So right now what I'm going to do is just show you how this foot works, going over quilting 2 layers of a fleece and a sweater. And this alone is fairly thick. And like I said, I've been trying out the different feet because fairly soon I'm going to have to be doing this through 4 layers as I sew the sections together. But I think this is the foot I'm actually going to end up using. And because it's a snap-on adapter and a snap-on foot, it also means that I could use all of the other snap-on feet that came with it, including, well, there's a gathering foot, a binder, it's a general set of attachments. So this is a way to use a lot of feet that didn't originally come with these older machines. And I knew I had this, but I had to get it out to try it. I'm going to back up a little bit here. I usually try to use the original feet with a machine, or the original age. I don't like to mix feet with different machines, generally. But in this case, if this makes it easier to sew through heavy seams, I'll do it. And like I said, this is a 1937 treadle machine. And as I said, I already know some of my seams are going to be crooked on this side. They actually are even on the other side. And I decided to flip it and work on this side because they're going to sink into the knit more than they're going to obviously sink into the fleece. So it's better if I line them up on this side. It'll look better in the long run. And the only places I had to pull that was pulling it over the very thick seam allowances at the seam of the pieces. So I think this foot is going to work very well. And it's the Low-Shank adapter for snap-on feet. And this was a generic set that I at Amazon I paid about $10 for. And the set comes with an overcast foot, a hammer foot, a cording foot, a zipper foot. Now here's another zipper foot, but this one is not hinged. So this would not be the same as the zipper foot in my earlier video on this. The adapter, this is their straight stitch foot, which has very large toes. A button attaching foot, the buttonhole foot, and then I'm using the multi-purpose foot, and this is the adjustable hemmer. So for $10 I got quite a few different feet that I hadn't planned on using on such an old machine, but it works fine.